Hey, babe. I'm good. How are you?
Did you tell somebody to talk about it?
Just hungry. Haven't eaten much in the last few days.
I think that my mom's sure.
I got it with no lettuce.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, honey.
Gary here?
No. Well, he's in bed. What? Just wondering?
Well, mostly just wondering. I got a burrito that I was planning on eating, but if I don't, I was going to give it to Gary. I wasn't sure if I wanted it, and I wanted the option.
Go lay down. Go lay down somewhere. Oh, I bet that was good, dummy. Dad was rolling a cigarette, and he was using that. She stuck her nose right in it. Go lay down somewhere. Go. Out. Get out. Go.
This morning.
Oh.
In a half hour, it'll have been like 4 hours after we finish eating.
Time to be up today.
A little before 10.
Wow, I got up at like 10:30. I went to bed at 12 and got up at 10:30. I tell you what. Oh, got my sanctuary.
Ew.
Oh God, I can't. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
It's pretty gross. I actually went home and went right to bed last night. I never go right to bed, but I had a cigarette, watched like a 15-minute video on YouTube, and then had to go out.
That's what I did. Well, I watched. What did I watch? Oh, Baby High on MTV. It was a special about girls who had babies and what it's like going to school with babies. And this school called TAP.
I don't know how. I'm not saying I care to watch those shows. Whatever, that's not my thing. But I don't get the people that say those shows are glorifying that kind of lifestyle. If you've ever watched it, they're clearly not glorifying it. Just because it's on TV doesn't mean they're saying it's a good thing. Having a baby in high school is terrible, and those shows say how terrible it is. But you have
every single person on that show says, I love my child, but I wish I would have done things differently.
And then you have ignorant people, thinking of Candace, but whatever, who just get so upset about a show they've never watched and don't actually understand, and have a problem with it as if it was something it wasn't. It upsets me as bad as when people insult South Park for being something it's not. Because it's just ignorant people who don't know what they're talking about, giving their opinions as if they're the hand of God. It's frustrating.
There was a band, South Park.
What?
Was there a band, South Park? The Christmas Jesus Santa Claus one, right?
Yeah, if I'm thinking of the one you're thinking of, yes, but it was mostly because they had Muhammad on the episode. And Muslims.
Can you send a store to grab my bag?
It looked like a really, really old one.
Not everyone can make it on grab them.
Oh. Different episode, same reason. The other time they did Muhammad. It's not so much like, oh my God, it's banned! But no, they don't ever show it anymore. Because they showed Muhammad. It's funny, when they did the episode, no one gave a shit. But then a couple years later, the Muslims start flipping their shit and killing people for drawing Muhammad. Theodore Van Gogh was a French artist, a cartoonist. He does political cartoons. Artist in quotes. And he did a political cartoon that showed Muhammad, and they murdered him. A bunch of Muslims found him in public, cornered him, and cut his head off. In Europe. So since that kind of crap went down, they just don't show that episode anymore. And so South Park did an episode making fun of that they don't show that episode anymore. To where Muhammad, that same character who was the reason they don't show that episode anymore, is in the new episode. But everyone's trying to get him, so they have to protect Muhammad. So he's in like bear costumes and Santa Claus, that kind of stuff, and he's just in costumes the whole time, so you don't see him. It's just him in a silly costume. But people still had a problem with it because they said the person in the costume was Muhammad.
Wow.
That's how stupid these people are and easily offended. But you don't actually have to show what they have a problem with. You just have to say, this is what you have a problem with in a costume. We're not showing it.
That's terrible. Sad.
I was starving. I figured you were hungry too.
The records draw a picture of him as a guy who loved American companies, but also liked to get in trouble.
God, I was like, I think it was like 12:40. It must have been like 10 minutes after you called. I was like, I want to go jump. I've been trying to get in the shower. And then my dad's like, I gotta get in the shower and go to the doctor's office. So I'm like, and I got in the shower and I did not hurt. I mean, that's how long it was before you even got to Taco Bell. I was surprised. I was surprised you weren't here when I got out of the shower.
Was that after I told you I had already left, or after I told you I was getting Taco Bell?
That was after you had already left to go to the gas station.
Yeah, it took me, I started a 10-minute video as I was packed up and walking